Hi, myself Dr. Arnab Kumar Mondal. I am general physician and consultant pulmonologist and just practicing in Tomluk. My today discussion will be on what high blood pressure is and how to prevent it. By definition, hypertension is the lateral pressure. It is exerted by the column of the blood on the blood vessel wall, and it is the product of cardiac output and peripheral vascular resistance. So the cardiac output is stroke volume and the heart rate. According to the ESC 2080 guideline, any blood pressure and or more than 140 over 90 millimeter of the Hg is called the hypertension. And what is the optimal blood pressure is? Optimal blood pressure is less than 120 over 80 millimeter of the Hg. Generally, everyone would like to have the normal blood pressure, but what exactly does it mean? Just basically, each time when the heart beats, it pumps the blood into the blood vessels. This create a pressure and it is against the wall of the blood vessels. This is called the blood pressure. Normally in the healthy person it rises and falls throughout the day, but when the blood pressure remains high for a longer time and left untreated, it can lead to the serious health complications. In general, the persistent increase in blood pressure higher than the normal blood pressure is known as the hypertension. And why we should treat the hypertension? Because hypertension is the leading cause of the cardiovascular death, heart attack and stroke. If you bring down the systolic blood pressure by 10 millimeter of the mercury and diastolic blood pressure by 5 millimeter of the mercury, and the rise of the coronary risk of the coronary artery disease death lowers 40 to 50% only. So it is mostly important to treat the high blood pressure, and it also risk the stroke death lower to the 50 to 60%. So the systemic hypertension directly related to the acute coronary syndrome or the stroke or mortality due to this. So by some hook and crook, you have to bring down the blood pressure because it can cause the target organ damage. Most importantly and most commonly, the target organ damage is the left ventricular hypertrophy, and there are the other risk factors that can also increase the risk of the developing hypertension, such as number 1 is the age, number 2 is the family history of the high blood pressure, number 3 is the excess of the salt intake in the diet and low potassium, calcium and magnesium in the diet. Eating processed and fatty foods increases the fats throughout the body and make the heart work harder to push the blood through the body, hence causing the blood pressure to the risk. On the other hand, lack of physical activity is also linked to obesity and further to the high blood pressure. Another one is the stress. Reacting to the stress in unhealthy ways or not managing the stress can also increases the blood pressure. Just moving on, hypertension does not have any obvious signs and symptoms, which is why it is often called the silent killer. It puts the patient or people at the risk for the several diseases, from the cardiovascular problems to the kidney failure or the chronic kidney disease. It is called the CKD, and also the stroke and even the eye damage and the blindness. Hence, early and accurate diagnosis is very important in the management of the hypertension. Just measuring the blood pressure is the only way to know whether person have the high blood pressure or the not. And there are the several risk factors. Among the gene, alpha adducin gene is implicated for the hypertension, and Among the environmental factors, there is the obesity. Most important is the obesity or the weight gain, and alcohol and smoking. We should not forget about this. And generally, when the symptoms do occur, they include the morning morning headache or tiredness, vision changes, buzzing in the air, fatigue, nausea or vomiting. If the person is experiencing some of these symptoms, then one should get their blood pressure checked. Fortunately, high blood pressure can be easily diagnosed, and it is also saying your blood pressure is one of the easiest and simplest diagnostic tool which can tell one so much about their current and future health. It is usually measured with an instrument called the sphygmomanometer. The blood pressure is recorded in the two numbers, systolic and diastolic. Now let's try and understand what do these numbers actually mean. A healthy or normal pressure should be lower than the 120 by over 80 millimeter of the AGI, as I said just previously, or it can read as 120 over 80 millimeter of the AGA. Here the upper number indicates the systolic blood pressure, which means the pressure in the blood vessels when the heart contracts, and whereas the number indicates the diastolic blood pressure, means the pressure in the blood vessel when the heart rests between the beats. The risk of this high blood pressure can be prevented by taking the steps towards a healthier lifestyle, such as number 1, regular exercise, which is very important, and also a healthy diet, quit smoking and reducing the alcohol consumption or intake, just regular blood pressure monitoring, stress management and adherence to the medicine. If the blood pressure is successfully controlled, then with the lifestyle modification, then it might avoid delay or reduce the need for the medication. So let's take the look for these strategies one by one. Number 1 is the regular exercise or the physical activity. Exercise can be a drug-free approach to lowering the high blood pressure. Regular physical activity makes the person heart stronger. If the one have a strong and a healthy heart, it can pump the more blood with less effort. So if heart has to work less to pump, the force on the blood vessel will decrease and lower the blood pressure. In the other case, as we are all aware that age and weight gain are the two major risk factors for the high BP. So if the blood pressure is at a desirable level, that is less than 120 over 80 millimeter of the AG, then exercise can help and prevent it from rising as you age. Regular exercise also help you maintain a healthy weight, which is my opinion is an important way to control the blood pressure. One should aim for at least 30 minutes of aerobic activity most days of the week, and high BP level can be reduced by doing regular structured exercise such as the brisk walking, jogging or the swimming. And also one most important factor is yoga, meditation is very much important for the lifestyle modification to lower down the high blood pressure. And number 2 is the healthy diet. Diet also plays an important role in controlling the blood pressure. A diet with a high intake of the fresh vegetables, fruits and whole grains is recommended for the hypertensive patients for lowering the blood pressure or preventing the hypertension. Through the dietary intervention, one can adopt a dietary pattern such as the DASH diet, which is DASH stands for the dietary approaches to stop the hypertension, which is eating that is rich in whole grains, vegetables, low fat dairy just products, and skims on saturated fat and the cholesterol can lower once the blood pressure by above the 11 millimeter of the mercury if having high blood pressure. And eating less saturated fat and total fat getting plenty of potassium, and limiting the amount of the sodium in the diet, and limiting the alcohol consumption, which is most important. And number 3 is the reduce sodium in your diet. Even a small reduction in the sodium in the diet can improve the heart health and reduce the blood pressure by about 5 to 6 millimeter of the mercury. If you have high blood pressure, to decrease the sodium in your diet, you can consider tips like read the food labels, eat fewer processed food, don't add salt, just one label teaspoons to the salt has the 2300 milligram of the sodium. Avoid adding the salt to the food. Use herbs or spices to add the flavors to your food. Number 3 is the quit smoking and limit the amount of the alcohol you drink. Also the just a regular blood pressure monitoring is very important. And most importantly, the stress management. By learning how to relax and manage the stress can improve the emotional and physical health and the lower the high blood pressure. Stress management technique include the exercising, listening to the music, focusing or something calm and peaceful, and meditating. Number last, not the least, the adherence to the medicine. A medicine to lower the blood pressure may be recommended by the doctors, by ourselves, and if the blood pressure is consistently high, usually at or above the 140/90, adherence to the medicine is very important. At is control your high blood pressure. At last, I would like to suggest that there is nothing more precious than having a fit and a healthy life, and it is adopting the healthy lifestyle can help us to enjoy the long and healthy life. High blood pressure can be prevented as well as the control in many ways. Keeping the blood pressure in the normal range is very important in preventing the cardiovascular complication. It is much possible to maintain the normal blood pressure levels with the regular monitoring and preventive care. Thank you so much.